I have included the input output stream and the standard library. Then in my main function I have two parts of this program, and this program is called fs. So the first part is to redirect the output from the standard output to a file. What do we mean by this? We will be using a for loop starting from 1 to 10. Then in each time we are outputting the value of I. If we run this program in the normal execution of the program, we'll see the outputs of I from 1 to 10. This is the normal execution of the program. But if we want the output of this program to be redirected from the standard output from the monitor to a file, we will have to use input output redirection. I will open the command line. Then I have to go to the directory or the file path which contains my project or my program, fs.exe. I can take the path from here. Actually, I'm using this program called code blocks. So in the code blocks, this is my project, fs.cpp. If I go to bin debug, I'll find .exe copy of this program. After you compile, you will get this .exe. So now I'll take this path, copy, and in my DOS I can see cd. Now I am inside the directory which contains my program. If I want to make the redirection, then I simply type the file name. After that, I'll do this symbol for redirection. Then I have to mention what file would contain the output. So let's say output.txt. Now we are executing the program fs.exe and redirecting the output from this program to another txt file. If I hit enter here, then go back to my location, I'll find that there is a file here with the same name I have mentioned, and this file will contain the output from 1 to 10. By this we are writing the output of the program to a text file. We are making a redirection. We are not showing anything on the screen, but we are redirecting the output to a file. So I can also write whatever I want here. For example, I can say cout redirection is done, and before that /n I have to compile the program to make a new copy of it. After finish, I can use this command again, hit enter, then go back to my location. The same thing is written back to my file. So that was the first part of our tutorial. The second one, I'm going to comment these lines and open this ones. The second part is to see how to make redirection for the input. I want to redirect the input from a file to standard input. This program now, I have defined a number and a loop which goes infinity unless the condition is not true. Every time I'm reading the value of the number, if this number is 0, then break, otherwise multiply the number by 10. If we run this program normally without any redirections, compile and run, now the program is waiting for me to enter some values for number. If I enter 1, 1 will be multiplied by 10 and the output will be displayed. If I enter then 0, the program terminates, and that's it. This is the normal execution of the program without any redirection. Now if I want to make redirection, instead of getting the input from the keyboard, I want to get the input from a file. So I'll go back to my directory here and let's make a copy of this one. I'll call it input, and inside this input I will only display some numbers, whatever values I want to use inside my project. So let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and after 5 I'm making 0. You know that when we execute this program, every number of these will be multiplied by 10 and when we reach the 0, the program will terminate. So close this one and save it. Let's come back to here, compile, and from the same place I can make redirection here. First time we were writing the file name, then with this symbol greater than. Now if I want to read some values or some data from a file to my program, I make this symbol, less than. Then I write the file name which contains my data like this. Now this is called the redirection of input. If I hit enter here, you can see the output on the screen. We are getting the input from a file, then display on screen. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, then when we came to 0, the program terminates. This was simply how to make input and output redirections from the screen to a file and from a file to a screen. That was the first part of our tutorial. The second part is how to use pipes. I'm going to open the command, those command. Then in here also I'll go to the same location. Go with this cd. Okay. Here I'm going to create a new file. Let's call it B. This B folder, I will give it some values, for example some names. Let's say Asad, Rafiq, WhatsApp, Mimi, Safwan, Soshang, and these are the names that I'm going to use. Then to make a pipe for this program, simply if I type here a those command type, then b.txt, this command displays the name. So if I use this command type then b.txt the name, then I use this symbol or symbol, then the sort command. Now it's like I have two commands. The first one is type file name, then or another command. So I have two commands, and between them there is this or symbol. If I make enter here, this output of the first program is used as input for the second program. So whatever we have in the names here in my folder, they are not ordered. So we are going to make a sort for these names. As you see here, the first execution of the command type, they were not in order. But after the second execution of this byte, they are in order, as you see all of them. So this is the meaning of how to make a pipe. I hope that this pipe and input-output redirections are clear, and we will be using them a lot in our programs. That's it for this tutorial. I hope that you got all the ideas that I have told you. And in case you have any question, please don't hesitate to write a comment. And in case you find this tutorial is helpful for you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And thank you.